I love that crackling sound of the fire in these places. It's just something very comforting about it. Right, okay. Let's see, where are we going to go? Pick a quest. Let's go... We should go and hand these flowers in. Is it the royal blood? No, not that one. Just Marigold, turn the battle. Matter of life and death. Do we do that one? Is that the... Are we on the right bit? With flickering heart. Okay, yeah, that's that one. The score to settle. I think that's the one we want, isn't it? Source of the power and immortality from royal blood. Oh, no. No, it's not that. There's another one. It says to go and see Philippa Aleheart, but which one is it? Is it hunting magic? I think it's this one. Talk to her at her home. And where is her home? Okay, I think we go this way. This has got to be one of the worst cities to get around in one of the many games I've played ever. What's that yellow bar with the lightning sign in the upper left? Your toxicity? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Sorry, that's the adrenaline. And that's built up. It's like a special meter. So that you build up through sword attacks, and when it gets full, you just unlock a finishing move, which is like instantly deadly to most things. I think they might be busy, Geralt. Turn your eyes away now, folks, if you are easily... Oh, it's not so bad. It's not what I thought. Geralt's probably disappointed too.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way.
Oh, sorry.
It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
I'll get to that question in a minute. Oh, we'll get to it now, and that's brilliant. We've got to pause. Yeah, am I playing this through Steam? No, I'm playing this one through GOG. And it's just an Xbox controller that I'm using. Well, it's an Xbox Series S, actually, controller. The latest versions, which are really comfortable. But I do have an old Xbox controller to play... I used to play Witcher 3 with. Can't remember if I played that through Steam or GOG, actually. Probably GOG. It's where I tend to get as many things as possible from. But I bought that in a sale. Do you know what? I can't remember. But yeah, it's on GOG.com, playing through their launcher.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting a rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Wow, that was a lot of politics just explained all in one go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the end of Season 2. No, that's Philippa, that one. Oh, hi, Ellen Brooke. So after, we'll get through this massive Wodra conversation here, and then we'll give away the next game.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Have you heard about a witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
He's dangerous.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding two will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
I did side with the Scoia'tael in this, and their alliance with the Kingslayer is not as solid as you might think. I know you're playing through, so I won't say anything more at this point. Your playthrough might be different to mine.
What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Not to go off topic, but does anyone remember wagon wheels, the round chocolate biscuits? I haven't had one of those for years.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glefisig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, my thoughts and streams always devolve into discussions of food. Food is life.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts.
Interesting. Okay, I know enough about that.
I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Do you have any more? Right, quick pause there. Also, let me just save the game first in case that doesn't auto-save. I don't know if it does on conversations. And let's give away Loop Hero. So everyone's eligible for this, and it's not going to count against you being able to win one of these other games that come up later. So, let's see. Let me set up a keyword for this, if you would like it. I hear a vehicle outside. What's going on? So the good news or bad news for me. There you go. All you have to do is enter the word loop in chat. There you go. It goes on a keyword. So just either copy and paste what I've typed, or just type it in yourself, and you'll win Loop here. Now this is like let's watch the trailer. It's a cute little puzzle game, I think.
There are many stories in our past.
Quite a voice.
Many interesting, but most untold. And though they may be forgotten one day, there will always be others to rise from the void. Stories of wandering heroes.
Yep. That's enough of that. I drives me mad when trailers show loads of like story about a game, but not actually how it plays. So I think it's more like a case of you go around doing actions and moving things around, so that when the time loop comes around, it takes a different path or something. I don't know. It's something about being stuck in a loop of time. People said it was good. That's all I know about it. So right, let's give this away then. Everyone entered. You got it from Epic? Yeah, I think a lot of people probably picked it up from there. So congratulations, Kit. You can have this one as well. Which means the next one's going to be, I think, Mountain Blade Bannerlord. In fact, let's give that away now. Let's do that now as well. I'll just get this one sorted out, because time is running on, and I still have some great games to give away here. So we can play a little bit of Witcher. So, one coming in. Let me know what you think of this, as always. If I look at our private messages, there's just a great big long list of links to redeem games on GOG. Congrats, anyway. Hope it's a good one. Right, so Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. I think most of you have probably heard of this. This is an absolute cracker of a game. Let me just reset the giveaway for this. You can enter this one if you want. This is I don't know if it's your sort of thing though, but it is a good game. Just need to refresh my giveaway page. Keyword can be Blade, I think. There you go. So just type Blade into chat. You already own Mountain Blade Bannerlord, so you'll pass on it. I think I gave a copy of this away last year as well, but I forget who it was that won it. Someone did come back and say that they enjoyed it rather a lot. I streamed it. I think I streamed it. Yeah, I did stream a little bit of it. I tried to make a faction that looked a bit like the Rohirrim from Lord of the Rings. And I was going to base it like a cavalry army and just go for the looks of it and theme of it, which was good fun. But I haven't looked at it in easily over a year. So I know it's a work in progress. I'm looking forward to this one being finished, because I was a big fan of Mountain Blade back in the day. Or Mountain Blade Warband, I should say. That's the one I played a lot of. Really good game. Lots of stunning, huge battles. A bit of an RPG element to it. That side of it was lacking when I played. But, yeah, it was still a good game. The combat was where it was all at. So, a lot of you have already got this. We have a few entrants into this. So, I'm going to run this in 3, 2, 1. Go. Who's won it? Dutch Mapping. You've been waiting for this one for a while then. Congrats. Okay. Can I put that in there? So one code coming in your direction. I like giving stuff away. It's good fun. I just closed a spreadsheet down without copying the link. Sorry about that. Obviously, I've got a big stack of keys over here, so I can't show you what's going on to make this simpler. That one. That one. There you go. Have a great Christmas with this, my friend. I hope you enjoy it. Come back and let me know what you think. Right, so that is another one down. So next we'll be giving away Rift Breaker. We'll do that in a little bit. Then Chernobylite, if you like your horror films. and the medium, Pathfinder, and Disco Elysium. That's one I want to play, but I'll get a copy of that anyway when I get a chance to play it. So this one's for you. Good for your soul to give things away, especially when they didn't cost me anything. I have to say, I'll be fully honest, these are being given away courtesy of GOG. I am partnered with them, and they've given me the codes to give to you guys like this. So thank GOG. I'm just the middleman providing a service.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yes, magical artifacts. Immortelle, I've got this stuff.
I found an Immortelle.
Excellent.
I harvested the entire lot, actually.
You wanted to discuss something?
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Voltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not
Nothing?
good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
There are many redheads.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
That would
Thank
be
you.
a good place
Come back
to
as
start.
soon as you learn anything.
Is he going to kick us out? See if there's anything else to ask her.
You wanted to discuss something?
Magic artifact.
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
Agreed. We'll try that. Can I loot this place? She got anything worth having? She must have something. In the baskets. Oh, the chests. Yes. I mean, I'm guessing it's not really hers and she's just looking after it for somebody else. It's always been the odd thing, I've thought, with this and The Witcher 3, is that you can just freely take things out of most people's homes and stuff. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't realise you were still here. I thought you'd left. Don't mind me. I'm just tidying up for our friend. Right, let's go. I mean, the guards in Witcher 3 will actually take you down if you steal something from right under their noses. But it does feel a little bit odd. I didn't do a lot of stealing when I played that game, because it did feel completely wrong to go into people's homes and nick stuff. Whereas in most games, I like to loot everything I can get my hands on. As you can see. Oh, there's someone here. Is this my blacksmith?
What's the rush?
No, he's not. He's just a sleeping dwarf. All right. We'll go and find the blacksmith, because I want to sell this stuff now. Before I get overloaded again. Is this his house? There's something in here. I can't help it. My opinion is that the developers wouldn't put it in the game if they didn't want me to steal it. So, I feel it's my duty
Hello, Chief.
I wouldn't mind a
to
closer
loot
look.
everything that we possibly can. And that's how we afford the good stuff as well. Let's see. What have we got? Junk. Rags. And some of that stuff. I won't sell the bombs, obviously. I better brew some more potions at some point. And I think we can sell all those. Yeah, that's safe. That'll do. I'm getting the money up. It's getting closer to affording that nice armor. I guess the important thing is to afford the armor before we move on from this area, if we haven't already found something by then. Right, take a look at the map. Give us some quest items to look at. Is that that's Who's house down there, isn't it? Let's go and ask him if he knows where there's some magical stuff. Which house was it? That one? There's a baby crying somewhere over there. Just heard it out of my left ear. Saskia needs medicine.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Bergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it.
Ha!
Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Those places
Thanks,
of
Cecil.
power are actually very easy to miss.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
We're not finished.
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3
Catch
years
you later,
ago?
Dutch. Enjoy the
I
games.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old cook insult, called king by some, thought that Adernians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago, the elves reigned here. And 1,000,000 years ago, these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighboring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
That's a good point.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want.
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Kedwenny, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen. A beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Vandergrift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the dun banner, but that was only the beginning. Selkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwennies gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armor. Then Vandergrift himself entered the fray. Selkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandergrift killed Selkirk. A terrible death that sent the Adernian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedwenny sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandergrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
Nasty.
You captured the Dun Banner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths, refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adernians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard. You saw the Kidwennies cross the river?
From afar, I saw Vandergrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The Dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adernian land, Vandergrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Selkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kidwenny arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen, and Selkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the third day after the autumn equinox. Eddern had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Selkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background, like never before. Only King Demavend was missing, but he must have had more important business than defending his country.
Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandergrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Selkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Selkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandergrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Selkirk with that new sword.
Vandergrift is dead. What happened to his
magic sword.
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake of Selkirk in the whole of Eddern. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
There's lots of stories here about magical items. Potential.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandergrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
I think that was a way of easy saying, we'll just make him do 2 quests rather than 4. Was there anything else I had to ask him? There isn't. Take care. I just woke you up to tell you to take care. Right then, let's give away the next game. Let's give away a copy of The Rift Breaker. No idea what this is. What the hell is it? I don't know. But let's run this giveaway anyway. Any of you guys played this? Hey, Tiger Faust, you've turned up at last. I've been looking for you all day. How's it going? You have arrived just in time to enter one of the last few giveaways we've got today, but we're not running them all now. This is just one game at a time. So for anyone who has just turned up, like Tiger Faust there, we're going to give away the Rift Breaker now. We've also got Chernobylite, the Medium, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and Disco Elysium, the final cut to give away this afternoon. So, nice timing. You just got a new puppy? Awesome! What have you got? And we need pictures of that on Discord, please. It is the law. Anyone gets a pet, it has to be posted. I think there's a pet channel in Discord. But yeah, we need pictures. So, when you're not playing with your puppy this Christmas, if you're playing any or want any of these games to play, now is the time to pay attention. So there you go. Anyone who wants to enter this, just enter Rift in chat now. RIFT, like that, and you'll be entered into the raffle. Meanwhile, what is this exactly? Let's see if there's a bit of a...
Riftbreaker Ashley, please report.
Base building strategy. Turn that down a bit. Strategy and shooty stuff.
Good morning, Mr. Riggs.
Good morning, Ashley.
We should go out and explore the area.
See, I That looks like the gameplay. This other stuff looks like cutscene. I don't know. I've never heard of it, so. You're going to post a picture and demand it be shown on stream? Let me know when you posted it. I might... Oh, I've still got Discord open. I thought I'd close that. Oh, nice. Hang on. Hang on. Can I bring this over onto the stream? There we go. Look at that. What is it? A collie? Border collie? That is super cute. What's he or she called? Oh, that is very nice. All right, we have a total of 2 entrants for this, so I can see one of 2 people it's going for. If nobody wants a copy of Riftbreaker, that's okay. Nobody else, or no one wants to enter. I know you might be saving your win for some of these others. Let's run this. Okay, I'm going to run this in 3, 2, 1. And it's gone. It's Rao with another win there. I thought that might have been a more popular one, but I mean, I didn't know what it was, so I guess I shouldn't expect you guys to know it either. So Riftbreaker has gone. It's Hazel, Border Collie, Black Lab mix. Oh, that's gonna be full of energy. Man, that's going to keep you really, really busy. But it's going to be a whole load of fun as well. Border Collies are one of my favourite dogs, having grown up with working sheepdogs, which weren't always the best tempered things, but then they weren't pets. But they are beautiful dogs. Okay, Rao, coming your way. Copy of Riftbreaker. If you'll let me send you a message. I'll probably get banned from Twitch for sending links in chat to people. There you go. Let me know if it's any good as well. Right, that's another one down. Cool, we'll come back to Chernobylite in just a minute. We'll go and do a little bit of witchering first.